I'm going to show you how to use the new Real Madrid legendary Xabi Alonso and score more goals in under 5 minutes. Let's go.
Curl. Deadly! Oh my days! Xabi Alonso, you beautiful beast! Absolutely beautiful! I needed that from. You are the greatest midfielder I've ever seen in my life.
So to train up Xabi Alonso, he has 18 progression points and he took 30,000 experience points, right? I had to use 20 points, 2 other points just to get quick counter because that's what I like to use. Obviously, when you add the defensive stuff, yeah, I just use the suggested, and this is the stats, or these are the stats that I really add up to get a better Xabi Alonso, if I'm being completely honest. I use him in a 4-3-3 mostly just to feed the balls onto the wingers, and here's a reel of him just playing mostly passes. His main attribute is passing and set pieces. So if you're a good free kick taker, Xabi Alonso is the guy for you. If you're somebody who likes to play long ball counter, Xabi Alonso is the guy for you. The thing with my player is that I had to sacrifice I guess experience points that could have been used to train him to put it into the play style, and now I still have 2 more I guess progression points that I could use to just bring him up to 75 in long ball counter, because he would be a very good asset beside a very good defender. Now his playing style is obviously an orchestrator, right? As an orchestrator, what they do is they sit deep and they're usually the playmaker, the creative playmakers in the midfield. So he's not a creative playmaker, but orchestrators do the same role as creative playmakers. They both sit deep and they either bring the ball forward with their amazing dribbling and their amazing passing, especially in tiki-taka formations. He can be a very good player in, let's say, as Xavi Alonso, as Xavi, 43 Barcelona type playing style. Obviously, even in a Pep Guardiola 4-2-1-3 Manchester City team, he could be a perfect addition to play beside a strong CDM like maybe Rodri, Fernandinho, Fabinho, Matic, Kimmich, etc. Casemiro. You just need to find somebody who can defend very well beside him. Now, if you're a player that likes to use, I guess, a 2-man midfield, if you're using a 2-man midfield, the best midfielder to pair him up with, if you're a legendary player user, is obviously Patrick Vieira or Rijkaard. Now, I haven't really seen much people use Vieira or Rijkaard since Efootball 2022 mobile, but they're pretty much viable options that you can use, or reliable options that you can use other than those two, who are base players who have 365 days on their contract. So you can use Rodri, you can use Fabinho, you can use Matic, you can use Fernandinho, you can use some way somehow Fred has been exceptionally well in this game. Fred, McTominay are very good in this game. Sergio Busquets are still there, and what they do is that they ease off the defensive pressure off of Xabi Alonso. He can defend well, but to be completely honest, I wouldn't really leave him in a 1-man midfield by himself. If you're that good, you can. I have a big problem with his. I guess I have a big problem with his curlers. He hasn't really been scoring them like that for me. But his deliveries off of corners are very exceptional. I've scored at least 7 corners from his deliveries alone. Free kicks, I haven't really gotten any, but I'm pretty confident that if given the chance to get a free kick, he will most definitely score, because Xabi Alonso is just that darn good. As I said, he is literally the passing god. Him, what's his name? Iniesta, Xavi, Guardiola, they're very well at passing. So if you want some strikers in the game who can pass, or some midfielders in the game who can pass the ball, there you go. If you want to crack some from way out, you can. Eventually one will score. The reason why some of my, I guess, shots aren't really scoring for him is because I didn't really designate many points to shooting. But as you can see, you guys can obviously designate whichever points you guys, wherever you guys want to designate the points, and then that will improve the playing style of the player. So if you want to improve his shooting, just put the progression points towards his shooting. Most people usually just going to use him for possession-based football anyway. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this simple, and you learned.